before we proceed further, have you ever wondered how the human body functions so perfectly? Or have you ever thought about what the body consists of that helps it carry out all these important processes? What exactly is the organ and organ system level? Well, do you remember we talked about multicellular organisms? Multicellular organisms are composed of billions of cells. These cells are organized in a way that makes different tissues. Now, these tissues, although they maintain their individual functions, come together to build an organ. Is that confusing you a little bit? Let me make it simpler. Let's take the stomach for instance. The stomach's job is to digest proteins, to churn food, and even to store it temporarily. Now, how does it do that? With the help of tissues. The stomach has two main types of tissues: the epithelial or glandular tissue that secretes juices that digest the proteins, and at the same time, the muscular tissue not only stores the proteins but also churns them, thereby digesting them further. Although there are two different types of tissues, they come together and form the function of the organ, the stomach, and unite it as one. This way, the functions that both these tissues perform individually become the overall function of the stomach. Simple, right? In this way, multiple organs organize themselves for a similar cause and create an organ system. For example, the digestive system contains organs such as the esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, to name a few. Although they are performing their individual functions, they come together to form an organ system for us. Now, animals aren't the only multicellular organisms in the world, as plants exist too. But there is a little bit of a difference between them, especially by the fact that animals are far more complex creatures with a greater number of functions as compared to plants. That is why plants have fewer organ systems in place, like the root system, the leaf system, etc., that carry out the important functions in the body of a plant. I hope that makes sense. Now, from here we move on to our next level of organization. That is the individual level. Okay, so now that we have seen the main constituents of an organism, its cells, tissues, and organs, it's time we put them all together as an individual being and see how an organism responds to its environment in unison as one complete being. So, can you guess what the next level of organization is?